Hey everybody, how's it going? Okay, so I had this idea. I want to build a conversation tree. So basically, it'll start. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I want the beginning of the tree to be the first interaction, or if there's like a root node and then nothing has been said yet, and then from there we have different interactions. I kind of like the idea of different trees for different interactions because I want to be able to define who the speakers are, and then I want to be able to represent it in JSON. But maybe I'm being naive. Maybe the first node needs to introduce who the speakers are. I don't really know. I don't know how this is going to shape up, but I do know that I want to use LLMs to generate the branching dialogues. So I'm going to have like 5 different combinations for each response. And then, so that should be like 5 times 5 times 5 and generate 125 different conversations. So let's get started here. Let's say new notebook in Drive. All right. And this is going to be branching dialogues, logs, like that. And then I will need this. This will give me ChatGPT 4.0 mini, and then I will presumably need some sort of an import. Whatever. I don't need Anthropic. I don't need Stanza. Okay. Requests. Why do I have that twice? That shouldn't be here twice. Okay. Don't need this one anymore. Save. This should auto-save. I don't know why it's doing this. Save. Okay. No. If you haven't saved now, you've lost your chance. Okay. Let's see here. So it'll take a second to initialize the VM and install the necessary libraries. You can see what it's doing here. It connects to my Google Drive, it grabs my OpenAI key, and then this just gives me a simple interface. Okay. Sorry, it takes a second. I didn't realize how slow these VMs were until I, did the benchmark. And like something that was going to take like hours executed in seconds. I'm like, whoa. But for most coding tasks, they're fine. You can, of course, get more powerful, more powerful hardware if you pay, and I guess that's how they break even. I think this is an excellent service, and I don't care that they're doing it for money. That's what makes it available. So, yeah. Now I did used to like render video files on Google. That was a little bit expensive. It makes more sense to have my own dedicated hardware. Although GPU is pretty expensive, so probably spent a few thousand on video cards the last 6 years or so. All right, let's see here. So this should be working. I am testing my ability to query ChatGPT from an API. Please respond. People like to say that LLMs have no self-awareness, but the fact that it knows what it is and it knows how it's being used, I'm not going to say it's creepy, but like the people who are super dismissive of AI, I think that they're not giving it enough credit because it does seem to understand its role in answering questions. And if that was coded, how do you code it? The people who are dismissive of AI just make it sound like, oh, it's just sentence completion and I mean, maybe it is just Senate. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked and rambling. All right, so I don't want to run that again. I don't know how to organize this. Okay. I would like to have a branching tree to represented in JSON with 2 speakers that shows how a conversation could go. The speakers need to be identified, have unique names, genders, and a very brief explanation of where the conversation takes place and their relationship to each other. Student, teacher, father, daughter, coworker, etc. How would you represent that in JSON? Please don't branch yet. Just 2 replies. Just an initial comment and reply for that. Okay, now hopefully I can get this to structure my JSON for me. So, coffee shop in an afternoon, coworkers discussing a project. Speakers, Ava, gender female. Liam, gender male. Conversation. Add ages. Make the relationship more explicit. Coworkers as peers works like this, but teacher student isn't clear which is which. Also, it needs to be like a tree formed with parent-child relationships between interactions to allow for branching later. Okay. Okay, coworker. God, it's annoying. All right. Okay, conversation, children. I think I'm not being explicit enough. All right, let's come over here. All right, coffee shop in the afternoon. Yes. Okay. This is absolutely not what I want, but I think that it's a basis for what I want. So let's say conversation meta. Description. Description. Yeah. Ava is speaking to her coworker Liam in a coffee shop during a lunch break. Okay, I think that this works better. Description, speakers, I prefer it like this. So all right. Speakers. Wait, is this inside of this? I feel like I need an IDE. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I'm going to pause the recording. Okay, I'm back. Let's get an IDE up so that I can actually look at this. Okay. What in the hell is... Oh, I remember. Okay, new JSON. I want a new JSON file. Why is it not in the list? New file. Convo.json. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. I've screwed up the JSON really bad, so there we go. Conversation. You know what? Okay. Now, we can have additional speakers. That's fine. And that will be defined on a per conversation basis. So speakers, conversation. Will this auto format for me? Yes, it will. Awesome. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, and then conversation. Ava is speaking to her coworker Liam in a coffee shop during lunch break. Speakers. Conversations. Description. And then speakers equals, I like this. Then we're going to be reusing characters, not equals. Why is this angry? This should not be angry. Okay. Now we've got it. Okay, Ava, Liam. All right. Ava is speaking to her coworker Liam in a coffee shop during a lunch break, comma. Here are the speakers, and then we're going to have nodes. Nodes, yeah. And then, oh, it added the comma for me. Root node is going to be, I don't know, 1. Okay, yeah, sure. And then node is, who is speaking? Speaker is Ava. And dialogue. Why can I not remember? How was your day? All right. And then continuations is 2. Okay, continuations is 2, and that is Liam. It was good. There are no continuations. That's the end of the exercise. Or conversation, whatever. Okay, where... I'm going to switch this up to 01. Okay, so speakers, conversations, root node. Below is an evaluation of the provided format. Overall, it's a solid approach to structuring a branching conversation in JSON. Thank you. Okay, so speakers, conversations, nodes, Ava, Liam, easy to extend, context storage. If you need more detailed metadata for each conversation, you can move that data into more explicit fields. Yeah, no, I want to keep it as simple as possible and as brief as possible. Speaker definition versus conversation-specific attributes. All right, empty continuations. Signals conversation endpoint. That's fine for linear or branching dialogue. Just make sure that the application logic understands that continuations blank means the end of that path. Okay, you know what? I actually do think that we need more speaker metadata. Let's see. Okay, top names from 2017. Most popular baby names from 2017. You know what? That's not long ago enough. Most popular baby names from 2008. So Aiden, Emma, Jaden, Sophia, Madison, Ethan, Isabella, Jacob, Olivia, Caden, Ava. These are names I used in my story. I'm wondering if I chose common names deliberately. I don't remember how I chose those names. All right. Jackson, Jaden, Aiden. All right. Landon. That's 2 syllables, right? I'm overdoing it. I don't need this many characters. All right. Here are the most common men and women baby names from some year. Create a speaker relationship for each that makes sense. Okay, we don't need that many. Emma, Aiden, Sophia, Jaden, Madison, Ethan, Isabella, Jacob, Olivia. I want to use Ava. Isabella's probably a bit long. Haley, I want to focus on smaller syllable things, especially if it's going to be foreign language stuff. Okay, Haley, that's 2. Okay. Let's do Lily. I like Lily. And let's do a more common name. Emma, Aiden, Lily, Jack. Okay. Add an occupation for each in the case of young children. Okay. Here are the most common men and women names. Add more speakers to my JSON. Also expand speakers to include job and a few hobbies. Yeah. Women or girls are on the left and or boys are on the right. Okay, so we're going to generate some characters here. All right, weighing options, balancing options. Okay, so we're creating a little community of speakers here. All right. We definitely do not need multiple Avas. Okay, so let's see who our cast is here. We have Ava, female, marketing manager, reading, yoga, traveling, male, 35, project manager, cycling, cooking, board games, female, 27, graphic designer, photography, hiking, baking, female, 24, teaching assistant, yoga, painting, reading, female, 29, event planner, dancing, traveling, blogging, female, nurse, running, gardening, volunteering, female, lawyer, piano, cooking, reading, data analyst, gaming, cycling, movies, male bartender, college student, robotics, chess, jogging, and then Ava's speaking to her coworker, Liam. Okay, so Ava is speaking to her coworker, Liam, project manager. All right, okay, this sounds cool. All right, how was your day? It was good. Okay, I think that this looks good. Let's see. Let's move it over here. I did not mean to click that. Okay. Oh, the medicinal tea is nasty. Okay, so let's see. All right, Ava's speaking to her coworker, Liam, in a coffee shop during a lunch break. I think that first conversation is good, but I would like 10 more potential conversations, so. All right, let's get back. That looks good. Please create 25 simple dialogues that could be represented in 4 interactions. In exactly 4 interactions. Nope. Do not actually write the dialogues. I only want the conversations section of JSON returned okay for the first to be the one that is already there. Since this is for a language learning program, include common topics like movies, food, and what? Study. Movies, food, study, etc. Please create 24 simple, 24. I want 25 simple dialogues. We already have one, so please create 24 more. It's okay for the first one to be the one that's already there, since this is for a language learning program. Include common topics like movies, food, study, etc. Okay. All right. Pulling together the speaker pairs. All right. Where is Ava 2? I don't see Ava 2. Now, of course, we can go through here. 19 more conversation. All right. Ava speaking with her coworker Liam in a coffee shop during a lunch break. Emma speaking with Aiden about an upcoming event at the library. Yeah, Lily's asking Jack for movie recommendations after class. Haley and Ethan discuss their favorite recipes. Ava. All right. I don't know where this Ava 2 came from, but we'll figure it out. Olivia and Liam talk about setting goals for the next quarter at work for interactions. All right, so this is going to be conversations. Now, if we did 5, 5, 5, 5, that would be 625 conversations each times 25. That's, I can't do that in my head, 625. Times 25, 15,625 different dialogues. That's too many, especially for just an experiment. Now, what if I did 3, 3, 3, 3? No. I think that I'll have the first question just be a single. Thinking. What if it was 81 times 25? 2,025 different dialogues. All right. I'm thinking this through here. So let's copy this and come over here to my conversation. So conversations. What is the format of this? So it starts okay, I see. Okay, that should have an extra. You go away and you go away. Now it should be valid. Okay, what was it? Ava 2. We are going to replace Ava 2 with just Ava in all instances. Jack's angry about something down here. That is legitimate. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay. Emma's speaking with Aiden about an upcoming exam at the library. 4 interactions. Okay. And then this can't be 2. There we go. So, let's see what we've got. Ava's speaking to her coworker Liam in the office coffee shop during a lunch break. 4 interactions. Emma's speaking with Aiden about an upcoming exam at the library. 4 interactions. Lilia's asking Jack for movie recommendations after class. 4 interactions. Haley and Ethan discuss their favorite recipes during lunch. 4 interactions. Ava and Jacob plan their next hiking trip over coffee. Olivia shares her new travel plans with Caden at the office. Olivia, Caden, Emma, Jack. Emma and Jack compare notes for the group project at the campus cafe. Lily and Aiden debate the best way to prepare for an upcoming test. I don't like debate. That seems a bit aggressive. Haley and Caden share their thoughts on a recent movie premiere. Olivia and Ethan discuss healthy meal planning after work. Ava and Jack talk about their weekend volunteer activities. Emma and Ethan chat about their favorite music playlists. Lily and Jacob prepare for an upcoming debate in class. I don't like this one. I don't like it. Wait. Discuss a math problem from class. Haley and Aiden talk about a new restaurant in town. That sounds good. Olivia and Jack share their thoughts on a fantasy novel they both read. On a fantasy... I think this is too specific. Yeah. Ava and Ethan exchange tips for improving their workout routines. Emma and Jacob reflect on last night's sports game. Lily and Caden make a small surprise birthday party for a friend. Okay, that's fine. Haley and Jack discuss a new puzzle game they're both addicted to. Olivia and Aiden consider taking a cooking class together. Ava and Caden review a popular TV show they're following. Emma consults Liam about a group presentation for their marketing course. How old is Emma? Show me Emma. 27, graphic designer. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, Lily and Ethan share their personal experiences from a local cooking workshop. Haley and Jacob practice speaking a new language they've been learning. Ooh, I don't like that. I mean, in the context of a language program, I don't want them talking about French if somebody's using these dialogues to try to learn English. Haley and Jacob. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't have to be 25. Olivia and Liam talk about setting goals for the next quarter at work. You know what? I have decided that I don't like this. So, okay. How was your day, Liam? It was good. So it should assess the number of conversations, and I think that it should complete a single thread while adding different variations. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Don't need that. Okay. I have modified the JSON slightly, and I have removed ava2, as well as several dialogues. Please make a verification method for this JSON and code that can find missing nodes, including root nodes and path which are not yet for deep. Where I'm going with this is I want something to present to me a single incomplete or not started conversation so I can add the next node. All right, so let's see what that gives me. All right. So I'm testing my ability to query ChatGPT from an API. Please respond. So this is what this is going to look like. We're going to have initial data. Initial data equals this. And then we will say convo data equals json.load_s in. Please autofill. Thank you. And let's see if that works. Print list convo data dot keys. Expecting property name enclosed in double quotes, line 7. Ah. Okay, speakers, conversations, nodes. Let's see what this gave us. Laying out the requirements. Verify JSON, get max depth, find incomplete conversation. Really need that embedded, but so let's see what this gave us here. I'm going to say verify JSON, get max depth, find incomplete conversation. So verify JSON. Conversation with root node has only 2 interaction, needs 4. Conversation with root 26 is missing its root node. Awesome. Let's look at the actual code, see how that works. Check each conversation's root node, conversation with root, max depth. Okay. Please rewrite/expand. Rewrite/expand verify JSON. It needs to make sure that no 2 dialogues interact with dialogues. Oh my God. Dialogues share nodes with each other. That each conversation appears that each conversation contains only the speakers stated. That the conversation description matches, contains the substrings for the speaker names. That the conversations alternate speaker. Conversations alternate speaker. If there are more than 2 speakers, that is okay, but the same speaker can't speak twice. Please rewrite, expand, verify JSON. Okay, make sure that no 2 dialogues share nodes with each other, that each conversation contains only the speakers stated, that the conversation description contains the substrings for that speaker's names, and that the conversations alternate speaker. If there are more than 2 speakers, that's okay, but the same speaker can't speak twice in a row. Okay, it was able to infer that I meant twice consecutively. I was worried about that. All right. Get all paths. Okay, let's copy this whole thing. Okay, all problems. Verify JSON, convo data. All right, it's nice having it do the does not exist. In nodes. Okay, and then we want to find an incomplete conversation. Yeah. Incomplete equals find incomplete conversation. Convo data. If incomplete is not none, then print incomplete. Let's see what this does. Route 26 does not exist in nodes. MS. Okay. Okay. Problems. Verify JSON. All right. Okay. Okay. Rewrite. I hit copy. Okay, rewrite. Find incomplete conversation. I need a JSON, or I need a dict object which shows the context and conversation to this point in a human readable string format, in a human or LLM readable string format with a different entry for who speaks next. It should choose the longest dialogue first. So if length 0 unstarted exists and length 3 and length to exist, then length 3 should go first. Also make a method to return completed dialogues in string format with the description, text followed by name delimited dialogue interactions. For example, Bob and Sarah meet in a bar. Bob, hi. Sarah, hi. Bob, want a drink? Sarah, okay. All right. So that should allow us to extract the dialogues easier. All right. Hold on, I gotta grab something. I'll be right back. Okay, this might take longer than I thought. Let me pause the. Where's the pause? Not that. Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm back. Find incomplete conversation. Get detailed dialogues. All right. This looks awesome. I don't want to have to do this butt monkey work here. Find incomplete conversation. All right. Don't really need this. Although I might like this. Okay. Runs all problems verify JSON. Okay. Data not defined. Indeed. Okay, no completed dialogues found. That's fine. Longest incomplete conversation. I would like to look at this, and then let's start getting it adding so we can actually generate these dialogues here. Okay. I think I did one too many. Okay, so let's take a look. Ava's speaking to her coworker Liam in a coffee shop. Conversation so far. How was your day? Liam, it was good. Next speaker, Ava. Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, next speaker is Ava. And yeah, so it should be trivial to add an interaction here. Oh, I need this to return the node. Let's see. Find incomplete conversation. I don't think I need ChatGPT to generate that for me. All right. So candidate, length of path. Wait, did we get length of path? No, length of path is removed. Length of path. Where was that? Length of path, description, next speaker. in paths. I wish that I could see this. Print path. Okay, 1, 2. Absolutely. So this is trivial. The information was there, it just wasn't included in the candidate. So okay, so how does that work for a root node? Last node equals path -1. Okay. What if there is no last node, though? You know what? That's fine. Is it fine? Last node equals none. If length of path, you don't have to do that. If path, then last node equals path -1. And then we will just say last node is last node. We run that, because if we don't know where we're adding to, then there's not a lot that we can do. Okay, so yeah. And next speaker is Ava. Where's last node? Ooh, you're pissing me off. Longest incomplete conversation. Is it here and I'm being stupid? No, it's not. Candidate 1. If candidate 1 is none, then no incomplete conversations were found. Max length so far. If length of path is less than 4 and it's greater than candidate 0, okay, this is where is candidate populated? 0, none. I don't understand how last node is not getting in there. One bad thing about this is you can't step through it in a debugger. Get completed dialogues as strings. Find incomplete conversation. Conversations, data.get conversations. If the root doesn't exist, we can't explore it. Skip it. That's fine. Get the maximum number of paths from the root. This will get all paths. Where is this defined? If candidate 1 is none, no incomplete conversations are found. That makes sense. So candidate 1 is this entire thing right here, right? Is this code not executing? This is what we're calling, right? Assertion error. Okay, it is definitely executing. How could this possibly be being removed? What? What is going on? Okay. Longest incomplete conversation. God, I'd like to put a debug in here. Find incomplete conversations. Completed dialogues. Let's not worry about completed dialogues. Something weird is going on. We don't need to worry about all problems. Okay. Last node is 2. Okay, I was looking at the wrong line. This was an ID 10T error. All right. Ava's speaking to her coworker. Conversation so far. Last node. Okay, how was your day? Description. Okay, so this whole thing is the response, right? Let's look at just the response, because I do feel like it's giving me too much information here. So next speaker, we definitely want that. Okay, description. We definitely want that. So everything looks good so far. How was your day? It was good. We definitely want that. What am I confused about? And that where was the node? Last node. How did I delete that? Okay. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's get this into a human comprehensible format, because for some reason this is confusing me. All done. Okay, this incomplete should be valid JSON. So JSON.load. No, it's a dictionary. Print JSON dot. What is it? What is the opposite of load? What is... Okay. Dump S. JSON.dump S incomplete indent equals 4. All right, now I can read it better. The double description is really messing with my head. So description, conversation. So there is no double description. You just can't have that on that line. Yeah, I don't know why anybody watches my videos. Okay, Ava speaking to her coworker Liam in a coffee shop during lunch break. How was your day? Liam, it was good. Next speaker is Ava. And then last node is 2. That is awesome. So, okay, description, descriptino. Description equals, this is a little redundant here, but whatever. Convo equals I don't know if it's like actually not putting it on new lines. It kind of seems like it is. So if that's not the case, if that's not what it's doing, then we'll just worry about it. Next speaker equals all right, Ava. And then last node equals help find a brain. Then we want to make sure that the last node is indeed inside of the object. So let's see, nodes. Convo data. So let's say assert convo data of nodes last node in convo data, like that. I can't believe I did that. I cannot believe I did that. I stopped myself from trying to do that same thing down here. All right, and then we want to assert that next speaker is in convo data. I think we called it speakers, but I need to make sure that I got the all right. Unhashable list type in convo data speakers. I hate you so much. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Speakers. No, look, it's not a list. Speakers. Something strange is going on here. Unhashable type list, print Ava. Next speaker. Oh. That makes sense. Okay, Ava speaking to her coworker Liam in a coffee shop during a lunch break. How was your day? It was good. Next speaker is okay. So let's generate a prompt here. Generate prompt. Okay. You are writing a simple four-line. You are writing a single line for a simple four-line dialogue. You are only writing the next line. Not the whole dialogue. All right. Generate prompt. Okay, you're only writing the next line, not the whole dialogue. Now we're going to have... Okay. Description. All right, and then... all right. Conversation so far. Start. Might be able to do better than this. Okay, so next. Okay. Write his or her next line. Write his or her next line. All right. Here is info on the speakers. Here's info on the speakers. So convo data speakers. How do I want to do this? Here is info on the speakers. Join. What is the speaker data? I need to know what it looks like. Gender, age, job, hobbies. Gender, age, job, hobbies. Yeah. K. For K, V in convo data I don't have the two speakers. Okay, you're writing a single line for a simple 4-line dialogue. You're only writing the next line, not the whole dialogue. Here's the info on the speakers. Okay, next speaker will speak next. Write their line. I want it to extract the data for me. Okay, so below is a modified example that shows that both extracted name and browser conversation text. All right. Did it do the same thing? Absolutely it did. Beautiful. Okay, let's keep these in sync here. Find incomplete conversation. All right. Then get all paths. You'll also need get all paths, build conversation text. Okay, and then build the LLM prompt. Build prompt for next line. It probably should be in its own. Okay. Let's look at what we've got here. All right, let's see what we've got. Finds the longest incomplete conversation, then builds a prompt for the LLM. I must have given it that variable name at some point in time. Convo data. Find incomplete conversation. I don't need that. All right. Extract data from incomplete. Possible next speakers, incomplete speakers. Build the speaker info string. Each speaker's data is in. All right. You're writing a single line for a simple 4-line dialogue. You are only writing the next line, not the whole conversation. Here's the info for the speakers, so it's going to give all of them. Description, conversation so far, next speaker, write next speaker's next line. I do not need this. Okay, build prompt for next line. And let's see what it gives us. Okay, you're writing a single line for a simple 4-line dialogue. You're only writing the next line, not the whole conversation. Here's the info for the speakers. Ava info, gender female, age 26, job nurse, running, gardening, volunteering, cycling, cooking, board games. I feel like it shouldn't be in JSON format, but we can fix that. Ava speaking to her coworker Liam in a coffee shop during a lunch break. 4 interactions. Conversation so far. How was your day? It was good. Next speaker, write Ava's next line. Okay. This looks pretty good, but we want the speakers, conversation speakers. Go down. Dictionary items, speaker infos. All right. Okay. If K doesn't equal hobbies, then do this. Else yeah. There, doesn't that look better? I think so, yeah. I don't think LLMs care about that, but I think it looks better. All right, Ava speaking. Okay. Okay, and then right here's the next line. Return your answer as JSON. Like this. Next line. So let's see. Invalid format specifier for string. Oh, right. Okay, return your answer as JSON like this. So yeah, how was your day? It was good. How was your day is probably a stupid way to start a conversation, but let's just see what this does. So print chatgpt.ask prompt text. All right. Should ask, did you enjoy the new recipe you tried for dinner? Did you enjoy the new recipe? I don't think that's a very good line, but it is a line, so it is yeah, not necessarily every line is going to be great, but all right. Let's see what it gave us. So, did you enjoy the new recipe? Let's try inserting this conversation. So we should have okay, response equals this. Okay. All right. Valid JSON. Yeah, assert response.count opening equals closing and okay. Give 5 possible choices. Return your answer as a JSON array like this. Response 1, response 2. All right. Equals 0 and response count equals 1 and all right. Response 1, response 2, only return JSON and no other text. Okay, index of equals response dot find. Is it find? Yeah. Index of open, index of close. Substring equals response. Ugh. I don't know why the clipboard doesn't always work right. Index of open to index of close plus 1. Assert length of substring is greater than 4. Well, we'll say greater than 3. Just whatever. And substring of... Just want to make sure I haven't screwed anything up. Substring of -1 equals that. So... Okay. So items equals JSON.load s of substring. Assert instance of that seems right. Type of type how does type work? Come back, come back, come back, come back. How do I make sure that variable items is of type list with every non-zero length and every item inside the list is of type str and assert otherwise? Is instance. Well, why did it try to capitalize it? That's what I was typing. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see what the choices are. Print, I don't know. Is that the only print statement? Not supported between int and string. Substring. God. It's a good thing these API calls are cheap. Oh dear. Oh dear, 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 dear. I should have had it print the actual results. Where's the response? Print response. Okay. Okay, it's returning the right thing. What the hell am I printing? Oh my god. Okay, so it's working just fine. All right. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's working great. It is working beautifully. Okay, we don't need that. You know what? Maybe we do need that. All right. Consider the following code. Okay. Instead of printing the output, add a new node with a random unsigned 64-bit integer cast to a string as the ID, so no collisions will occur, and add each sentence suggestion to the conversation chain, branching 5 ways. All right. Assuming the LLM returns the right response, which it should. Okay. Integrating together a Python snippet to craft 5 fresh conversation branches. The script generates random 64-bit integers for unique node IDs, adds nodes to the conversation data structure, update conversation paths with these nodes for future continuity. Below is an example of how you might handle an LLM response. Okay. Did I get rid of my checks? What doesn't matter? It won't load the JSON. Oh, It did not get rid of my check, so this is awesome. Copy. So let's see. Adding 5 new paths. Convo data. Okay. Where's the nodes? How was your day? It was good. Here's the continuations. What did you work on this morning? Did you manage to fit in a bike ride? Have you tried the new cafe down the street? How's your project going? Any plans for the weekend? All right. Okay, added 5 new child nodes to the conversation. So, yeah. So, obviously, this is only going to go 25 ways because we are 3 levels deep. So, let's say, yeah. While true, indent, else, break. Okay, so CMT equals 0. CMT plus equals 5. Yeah, while CNT is less than 25, let's do that because I don't want it to go crazy on all of these. And besides, I don't think that I have it set up properly to do root nodes yet, which is fine. So I want to see what it does. Added 5, added 5, added 5, added 5. And that should terminate. Yes, it's done. Okay. Oh. Right. All right. All right. If I want it to break, I don't want it to start working on other conversations, so F it, just whatever. All done or no incomplete conversations, so I guess we went far enough. What are our completed conversations? Get completed dialogues as strings. I feel like I need to have a coughing fit. Maybe it's time to be done with this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's your cooking project? Any plans? Okay. How many do I have here? Total conversations. I guess that makes sense. So we have 5 of these and then 5 of these. And these 2 were... What was your day? It was good. 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 I would like to add 5 branches here. Well, 4 more branches. Matt, you know what? This is our example. So, if we do 5, 5, 5, 5, that's too much. That is absolutely too much. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 25 is 15,625 different conversations. Is that too much? Maybe that's not too much. You know, maybe that is not too much. All right. Okay. Where is the becoming now I'm becoming paranoid. So yeah. My drive convos.json with open, not key path, convo path. I don't think that matters. As f dot write, no, json dot dump f, no, the object first. So convo data comma f comma indent equals 4. Ensure override is intentional. That is definitely intentional. Okay, I'll take the error handling. That's fine. All right. Now, what if we did 3-way branching? No. I like the 5. So 5, 5, 5, 5. Times 25. It's just a lot of branches. That's all. All right. Okay. Now it calls build prompt for next line. Okay. here is my code. It currently does not change. It currently does not create new, what am I trying to say? New conversations if the root node is missing. How can I fix this? To fix the issue where no new conversations are created if the root node is missing, you need to detect missing root nodes and create new conversations with an initial message when necessary. Check if find incomplete conversation returns none. Generate a new root ID with a random ID. Pick 2 random speakers. Create an initial conversation. Okay, start new conversation. No incomplete conversations exists. Okay. We'll see what this does. Think it's going to work? I think only building 100 at a time is probably a good idea. Would make sense that this is where it would stay. Okay. Created a new conversation between Ethan and Caden. Now, it should only add 100 conversations, so we'll see how this turns out. And it is done, so let's see. $100 total conversations. Ava's speaking to the coworker. Okay. A new conversation between Ethan and Caden. Hi, how are you? Not too bad. Just trying to fix up an old car. I've always admired people who work on cars. It's like art. It definitely has its beauty. Ever tried working on a car yourself? Not too bad. Just trying to fix up an old car. Yeah. Been playing any new video games? Alright. This does technically work, but it was supposed to use the existing, yeah. The root nodes do not exist. Okay. Okay, let's see here. When I was initially writing convo data, I put in placeholder nodes that do not exist. This was a mistake. Please write code to. Please write code to detect invalid nodes and replace them with none in the variable convo data. Look through every node in convo data nodes, check the continuation list, verify that the reference node exists in convo data, replacing it with none while preserving the list structure. So that looks good. Invalid nodes replaced with none. I don't think that I need to keep that. Yeah, you know what? I'll keep the code around, but I'll comment it out so I don't rerun it. And then I want to look at the convo data. Convo data. So continuation. Speakers. Conversations. What is going on? What's going on is that I ran code without reading it first. Bad Luke. Fix invalid node data. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to say for conversation data in convo data conversations print, I don't know, C comma D, I guess. Too many values to unpack. Dot items. Go. List object has no. Okay, I need to see what the format is. Conversations, description, speakers, root node. Okay. Yeah, for ARR, no, it's a dictionary. List of d.keys. Right? All right. So root node equals d. Okay, that was interesting. I don't know how it knew that, but okay, I'll take it. Guess that's some AI or something. All right, now, if root node in convo data nodes true, false, 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 true. Okay. So if root node not in convo data nodes, then d of root node equals none. If root node is not none and root node not none. Okay. Okay. This is actually what I was going for. All right, thank you. Okay. All right. you wrote. Okay, detect if no conversation need extra nodes and use the existing conversation pool to create a new root node with 5 different variations. Let's say 3 variations. 2 variations. Similar to the existing structure, but emphasize that the LLM is generating the first line of a conversation that does not yet exist with the context and description as provided. Okay, this version only creates a new conversation when no existing conversations need new nodes. Instead of choosing random speakers, it reuses existing conversation metadata to generate a contextually relevant first line. Checks if all conversations are fully expanded, chooses a random conversation, uses LLM to generate the first line in 2 variations, creates a new root node and conversations with realistic context. Alright, let's see here. You are generating the first line of a conversation that does not yet exist. Below is the context for the new description. Okay, it expands. The conversation is between speaker. First speaker will generate. Alright. Data speakers, root node, main loop. This limits it to 100. That's fine. When I finally let it go, I'll probably let it do a lot more than 100 at a time. Added 5 root nodes to conversation. When does it call? All right. Okay, reuses existing conversation data. All right. Let's see what this does. I don't want to overwrite my original in case I'm screwing up bad here. Five new nodes, 5 new nodes, 5 new nodes, 5 new nodes. No incomplete conversations, creating a new one. Link Hayden, plan a small surprise birthday party for a friend, 4 interactions. Okay, and yeah. All right. Don't think we need this anymore. Get completed dialogues as strings. Get completed dialogues as strings. So what do we have? 180 total conversations, right? Hey, Lily, have you thought about what we should do for Jamie's birthday? I was thinking we could set up a little picnic in the park. Hey, Lily, have you thought about what we should do for Jamie's birthday? Yeah. What time are you thinking? Okay. So this seems to be working pretty well. Pretty good. Let's time this. Timing, adding 500 variations. St equals time.time. Yes. ENTM Yeah, ENTM minus ST. Why is it angry? It's not. You know what? Let's... Let's do it smaller first so that we make sure nothing breaks. Okay. It took 7 seconds to add 10 variations. So if I were to extrapolate that, I think the API timing should be pretty consistent. So 500 divided by 10 times 7 should take about 6 minutes. Yeah, let's just do 100. Okay, elapsed time to do CNT variations. Okay, timing. This should be multi-threaded. About half a minute, so about 2.5 minutes to do 500. That seems pretty good to me. If I leave this running, is it going to screw up? All right. The problem is that it needs the state from the previous interaction in order to do the next interaction, at least the way that it's currently written. Shit. I kind of wrote myself into a corner here. This is not... I mean, it's going to need a pretty significant rewrite in order to make it multi-threaded. So in order to do 100 variations, it took, I can round up, just call that 27 seconds. It's fine. I would like a more aggressive, not aggressive, but all right. Okay, so I wanted to do 25 times 5 times 5. That's 25 times 25. 25 times 25, 15,625 different stories, and that should take, if I did it single thread, it's going to take over an hour. That is absolutely ridiculous. All right. Here is my current code for adding to the story repo. The way it is currently designed is not very good for multi-threading. I would like to be able to run 16 threads, adding story variations. What do you propose? If I need to move away from JSON, that's fine, but I want to ensure that I don't lose the hundreds of story variations I already made. Addressing concurrency challenges, then pulling together solutions to handle thread clashes and data conflicts. Options include database segregating files to simplify merges. I'm considering a local SQLite for database transaction management. Instead of using a single JSON file, store your data in a local database. Connects the database, finds an incomplete conversation, logs transactions. Databases handle concurrency. Read your big convo data JSON once. Insert each speaker, conversation, and node into the database tables. Remove or archive the old JSON once you confirm that the import is successful. A minimal schema in SQL might look like: you adapt the schema to your needs, and each Python does something like this. Add suggestions. Thread safe by design. Each thread can handle. Use the single manager process with a queue. Run one process that controls all read writes to the JSON. The other 15 threads or processes only talk to the manager, sending requests like, I need a conversation to expand, here are my new lines. The manager serializes all writes with so no collisions occur. Single writer ensures consistent. Alright. Have each thread work on a separate subset of conversions. If you pre-split the data, that's kind of more what I was thinking. Partition, ensuring you don't lose existing data. Into a new system, best practice. I wonder if I should just... This thing will just terminate. So if I try to leave this running, it'll detect that I'm not sitting here, and it will disconnect. Okay. Convo path. Here we go. So added 5. Yeah. Okay. If CNT minus last save is greater than 100, then here let's do last save equals 0. So CNT keeps going up. Last save equals CNT. All right. Okay. Conversation successfully saved convo path. This means that incremental data will load. Initial data, yeah. So convo path is this. Convo data load. Print length convo data speakers nodes conversations. So there are 345 nodes. Let's see if the JSON is good. So this should be idempotent at this point. Generate new conversation. All right. Convo data. Okay, run all. So, the way this is set up right now, this should add another 100. Is it to here? Ooh, it is. There it goes. It's adding. Now, I want to be completely clear here. I don't necessarily think every one of these conversations is going to be good. I'm going to need an LLM to judge them and say, this is dumb? It doesn't make sense. But, you know, if I can get a few thousand variations, that could be useful. All right. I should have increased this. So conversation was successfully saved. Okay, 42 seconds. I want to see this fire. So they increase. No, they increase 5 at a time. So I should be able to set it to anything I want. Okay, I want to see it save in the middle. I have no problem leaving it generating as long as it's not going to erase my data, which it would if it disconnected from the VM instance. Without completing the inner loop, I mean. Okay. No incomplete conversation. So it just completed an entire another branch. So each conversation branch, the way that I have it set up now, should be 3 times 5 times 5 times 5, right? 375 different instances for the possible conversation, and then I'm going to have 25 of that. So that's really only, it's less than 10,000. Okay, conversation data successfully saved. So it is working. Okay. So I did 180 variations. I think the speed is going to be pretty consistent at this point. If I had done this smarter from the beginning, I could have done multi-threaded, but whatever. Yeah, so let's just say 10,000 divided by 180. Oh, that's seconds. I'm like, wait, what? Minutes. So 50 minutes. Okay, that's not that bad. If it malfunctions, I don't want it to continue to repeat indefinitely, but let's just see what this does here. While count is less than 10,000. Run. All right, that should give me some sentence variations.